Hello! I figured I'd do a little bit of like a catch up with me, pretend like we're on FaceTime, get ready with me, because I haven't made a YouTube video in a long time and I feel like I want to talk to y'all about what's going on in my zindagi. So here I am. You already know how it is. Okay, so first things first, I have an eye booger. One second. So today I'm going to check out a new car because my last car unfortunately got totaled in an accident. So I figured why not get ready so maybe I can convince the sales guy to give it to me at a cheaper price. Yeah! Am I okay? No. So that's why I'm like doing somewhat of a get ready with me. Maybe I won't do too much makeup because the worst thing about putting on makeup, guys, is having to take it off afterwards. I swear to God, I'm like so lazy. But I'm like really in my skincare era, so of course I have to do like 100 steps to take my makeup off, even though I don't want to. Speaking of makeup, I went to Sephora the other day and I was trying to find like new makeup to buy, so I bought this like new House Labs foundation and I was like, oh, you know what, like maybe I should look into skincare. So I asked the lady, I'm like, hey, like do you have any recommendations? And she like starts scanning my face with this machine. And it turns out my entire life I thought I had oily skin because I always break out, and like when I was younger I was really oily. But now I have dry skin and I don't know if it's because it's winter or because मैं थोड़ी जी पागल हो गई हूँ, but I guess I have dry skin, so now I'm like really hydrating my skin because I don't want to end up like some buddhi grandma at the age of like 24. Oh my god, I'm gonna be 24 next year. Oh my god. So yeah, anyways, that was like my ADHD core coming out in like 50 different ways, but what I'm trying to say overall is I'm getting ready. That's the short term way to say it. I am getting ready. I feel like I haven't been doing a great job with filming good content these days, and maybe it's because I'm in a little bit of a creative rut, but I feel like on like TikTok and Instagram, my views aren't great, and I don't know if it's just the algorithm or maybe I'm not like switching up my content enough. So I was like, you know what, let me get on here, let me get on YouTube, let me yap, and see what everybody else is up to. Because I do really love to talk, if you can't tell, so maybe I should make longer videos, or I can just yap, ulti yap, and see what happens, you know? But that being said, I know everyone's attention span is like -0 these days, including mine. So I hope you guys watch the whole thing, but if you don't watch the whole thing, like, you know what, it's fine, it's not that deep. And I'm putting like all these products on to do what? I don't know. So I got my eyebrows done the other day after like 2 months, and I wanted one of my best friends from college, we live together, and she does eyebrows and she does them so well. Like I swear to God, I always go to her whenever I get the chance because she just slays. So anyways, I was waiting for her to do it, so we're so busy. It took us like 2 months to find a time, and my eyebrows were so overgrown. Like they were so much thicker than they are right now. So she did them, and now I have like little scars under my eye. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I just guess I forgot to be used to like getting my eyebrows threaded, so it hurts so bad, guys. And now I have like little scabs, but it's okay, they'll go away. But I need you guys to tell me, like, do you thread your eyebrows or do you wax your eyebrows? Like, let me know, because I need to know what's better. I've never actually waxed my eyebrows because I would be like, ha-cha-cha! Ouch, I can't imagine that. But you know, I'm a brown girl, I have to thread my eyebrows. Actually, my friend Hernie threads her own eyebrows. I'm like, bro, how do you even do that? I don't have like the hand-eye coordination to be able to thread my own eyebrows. And if I did, I would be a lot happier. I can tell you that right now. Because then I would start my own threading business. Nobody could ever unthread me. No offense, Hernie, you could definitely unthread me. But wait, hold on, whoa. This sounds really oddly like an innuendo, and that's really not how I meant it. Also, everyone's gonna be so surprised. Like, my actual personality, I feel like, is a lot more calm than the crazy side I show on Instagram and TikTok. Like, I'm like a healthy mix of both, you know? I'm not always like haha hee hee type crazy, but sometimes I am. Also, sorry, I'm like readjusting because I have a problem where I love to sit on my feet and then my feet start hurting because your girl has a sprained ankle and it's been 2 years and it still hasn't gone away. So thank you Bhagwan, for doing this to me. Thank you. Is this lighting bad? I can't tell. I had to cover my light with socks so it doesn't look too harsh on my face, otherwise I was looking like friggin' scary. So let's talk about my November curse. Every November for the past 3 years, I've fallen down the stairs and I break some bone in my body. The first year, it was my tailbone. The second year, it was my ankle. And then the third year, it was my shoulder. And this is the fourth year. And I'm really hoping that nothing happens, because the first time I broke my tailbone, it was like a couple months before I was leaving to study abroad in Italy. Oh my god, guys. Sitting on that 7-hour flight with a broken or like fractured tailbone, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I was dying. My tweet was like, hi, mere piche gunde pe gaye. It was really painful, okay? So I'm not trying to manifest that happens to me again, because, well, I went to the doctor in Rome because, okay, so I broke my tailbone in November and then I went to Rome in January, but I didn't get my tailbone checked out until December. And then they were like, oh, like, you fractured it, like, you probably shouldn't sit on it for too long. And I was like, haha, like, I'm going to Rome in like a month to study there for 6 months. So I don't know about that, chief. So anyways, flight, horrible. And then I get there and all we do is like walk over 30,000 steps a day, which is like fine. It just puts a lot of pressure on your tailbone, which obviously hurts. And then for some reason, all my classes were 3 hours long, bro. So I had to sit and it was so painful. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm actually just going to end it because it's just too painful. And then I went to a doctor in Rome and he said that the only way my tailbone would be fixed is when I give birth. And I was like, what does that even mean, huh? He was like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, it'll just pop back into place when you're like giving birth. I was like, baby, I'm not gonna give birth for the next like 10 years. So you're telling me I'm gonna have to deal with this for 10 years? Jatti khani hai meri, huh? Anyways, what a weird thing to say. I was like 21 at the time. It was only 2 years ago. But like, why are you saying that, bro? Also, is there foundation on my eye? Or did I accidentally put it on my eye and I don't remember? I'm really confused, personally. So anyways, nobody ever break your tailbone, because then the only way to fix it is if you have a child. Which is probably not accurate medical advice, and I'm not giving any advice. I'm just reciting what I have heard in my life. Let's cover my scars. My scars. Oh yeah. By the way, totally not a makeup artist. Totally have no clue what I'm doing. I just, you know, worked in the beauty industry for a little stint. So that's what I base my artistry off of. And it's not really artistry. It's just like pagal kana on my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did I use my fingers to blend out my color corrector? Psh, could not tell you. I just always have done it that way. And I should probably get a concealer brush because I'm sure it applies better than this. But you know what? We live life on the edge because mere piche gunde pare, mere piche sahe pare, ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. So yeah. Also, if you're wondering, I could like totally talk for like 20 minutes straight. Like, the yapping never ends. Like, I could talk forever, you know? I don't know if you guys know this, but I just released my first Punjabi English fusion song called Phone. And it got really mixed reviews, which is like totally valid. I know me singing in Punjabi isn't the best because it's a lot harder to sing in Punjabi than it is to talk in Punjabi. So I knew that going into it, but I just wanted to try something new. And I feel like I got a lot of hate comments, but I kind of just ignored it because I was like, you know, people are gonna say what they're gonna say. Like, no matter what you do, at least I can say I tried something new, and the only way to get better is if I try. So I'm just gonna keep trying. The haters can keep hating. I don't care. Please call me. I feel like my life is kind of boring. I graduated from college last year. Just been working, and then, so I still live in Philly, which I don't know if you guys are familiar. All of you might not be. But it's like an hour and a half away from New York, so it's close. So yeah, I've just been like figuring out what I want to do with my life. Like, obviously I love making music, I love making videos, but that's not always the most consistent form of income, unfortunately. So I don't know. I mean, I'm only 23, so I'm young, I'm figuring it out, but it is a lot of pressure because I feel like when you're a brown girl, people expect you to have your whole entire life figured out. They're like, oh, you should have been a doctor, engineer, a lawyer, and then you would have had a stable career path. And I'm like, no, I'm a creative girl, okay? I love to do and I love to annoy everybody. That's why I don't understand these comments sometimes. Like I was saying, I feel like as a brown girl, there's a lot of pressure to have your entire life figured out and choose a stable career, but your girl chose not to do that and chose to embrace the uncertainty instead. So here I am making questionable decisions, but I'm only gonna be a young one, so you know what? Let me fall on my face a couple times and I'll figure it out, because if I don't do it now, I don't want to regret not doing it later. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Eye is so itchy, and I don't know if you guys noticed about me, but I'm allergic to something in my makeup. I don't know what it is. but I'm not gonna stop wearing makeup. So every time I do my makeup, my nose runs, my eyes get itchy. But you know what? We risk it for the beauty. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a little bit about me and my makeup struggles apparently. Should I do a nice orange concealer orange blush today? Why not? Honestly, I got nothing to lose. Oh my god, this orange is so bright. Let me mix them so it doesn't look so crazy. We'll do just like one here and one here, like a little tail. I definitely put like way too much blush, but it's fine, guys. It's fine, we'll figure it out. So in terms of what I have coming up, what do I have coming up in my life? I just went to like a family friend's wedding, and it was like this really extravagant wedding. They did it at Cipriani Wall Street, which is like a really bougie venue. So that was cool. I never been there before, and I was like, damn, y'all rich or something. And then I went to a Halloween party this weekend, actually. Uh-oh, I put the blush way too far down. I went to a Halloween party this weekend. My friend had one, and it was like a birthday party slash Halloween party. So I was an alien, and I had like the blue wig. This was like in my alien era, which was like kind of crazy because I don't know, I never worn a wig on Halloween before. My last costume, I was Princess Jasmine once, I was a butterfly once, and then I was an angel once. So this year I went all out. I was like, you know what, we're gonna do a wig. We're gonna do a wig. And it was really cute. It was really painful. Nobody tells you, like, when you put a bald cap on, it like squeezes your head and you're like, ow, ow, ow. It's like pulsating. So that part I can tell you very confidently was not fun. But everything else was fun. So we went out to this place called Top Tomato in Philly, which is like just like a nice little venue type moment where like all my friends came and we had a good time. I feel like my friends are just as crazy as I am, guys. Like, everyone always says who you are is a direct reflection of like who you hang out with, and I was like, that is honestly so valid, because my friends are crazy, your girl Anjali is crazy, everybody has lost their mind in my life, and you know what, I wouldn't have it any other way, because that's the best part. Okay, I'm not usually a bronzer type of girl, but everybody's been telling me to do some, so I will. This color probably too dark for me, but it's fine. I'm going boop boop beep boop 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 beep boop 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 boop. You know, it's not my intention to become a beauty influencer because I don't even know how to do this stuff. I don't know, I just want to film and get ready with me because I wanted to talk and I love to yap, you know? Ow! I just hit my elbow, oh my god. Also, we need more representation in the brown community. I feel like there's not enough of us doing like crazy haha things, and we need that, you know? Also, I'm totally gonna film some content after this, so short-term like TikTok and Instagram content. So I kind of do need to have my makeup done because I feel like I am so scared of people judging me for not wearing makeup, which is so bad. But that's just like how it is to be a woman creator, a female creator, because people will roast you, and I obviously shouldn't let it get to me, but sometimes I do. So I'm like, oh, I have to be put together, I have to be this, I have to be that, you know? Oh my god, look at this powder. It's like so blurring. I feel so smooth right now. Anyone have any tips? Okay, I think my under eyes are just hollow. That's why I can't get rid of my dark circles. So if anybody has any tips on how to conceal dark circles and make it look haha hee hee so fresh and so clean, let me know, you know? I look kind of scary right now. We'll just do a little quick eyeshadow with whatever. Oh no, I used the blue shadow on this brush last time. Yikes. We definitely don't want to use that. In terms of like how I'm feeling internally, I feel like I've been dealing with a lot of self-doubt recently and just anxiety about like what I want to do with my life in the future. I'm sure this is like a normal feeling that people feel in their 20s, because I guess your 20s are all about being lost and like not knowing what's going on and like where your life is gonna go, because when you're in college, I don't think we realize what life is gonna be like post-grad, and then you actually get to post-grad and it's like, oh my god, everything has changed, all I know is everything has changed. What a great song. It's a weird feeling and I'm figuring it out. And then there's also this thing, it's like, oh, I don't want to be like behind in terms of like where I am compared to my peers, but comparison is the thief of all joy. So I can't be thinking like that, and I'm sure that you guys probably feel like that too, because I mean, I feel like in human nature it's natural to compare yourself, you know? Also, there's totally blue eyeshadow left on this brush. And I just put it all over my eyes, but whatever. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Let it go, let it go. And hold it back anymore. Another thing that's really weird since I've graduated last year is I feel like I've drifted from a lot of people that I knew in college. Because in college, it's so easy to have friendships. Like there's people that are literally everywhere, that are 2 minutes away from you all the time. And then you graduate, you get a job, everybody moves, everybody gets busy, and it's like, not even just that, I feel like you realize the reality of your friendships. Like maybe you weren't as close as you thought. Like maybe you weren't actually friends. So that's kind of why I drifted from a lot of people, I feel too. And honestly, I don't mind, because I feel like in college I had a lot of, like, I guess, not competition, but just had like a lot of like weird emotions. So not all friendships are meant to last, and it's like okay to let some go. And I'm at the point in my life where it's like I'm not gonna fight to keep a friendship if it's not gonna be reciprocated, you know what I mean? And I really don't mind, because your life is meant to be fluid. You can't get stuck in one place, on one person, on one thing. And that's not even just for friendships, that's probably for anything, honestly. So lesson of the day, kiddos, keep moving, because you don't want to get stuck or hung up on someone or something or whatever you might be, you know, thinking about. I love putting something under my eyebrows. I feel like it gives it a nice little pop. And this is like not a highlighter, sometimes I treat it as one. I do have a real highlighter, actually. I probably use that too. I feel like my eyes look so tired today. Probably because I am. You can't tell, I love to use my fingers for things when I do my makeup, because it just feels like I'm doing a better application, even though I'm totally not. Oh, also, I feel like I get so much hate for like the size of my lips, or like my eyes are too big or too small or whatever. You're like, guys, can we stop like physically like body shaming people? Like, I was born this way and I don't plan on changing it, so you can say whatever you want, I don't care. But sometimes I do care when I'm like reading my comments and I'm like, oh my god, but it's fine, okay? It's all good in this hood. Okay, I think my camera's gonna die, so I hope you guys enjoy my FaceTime me, pretend like we're FaceTiming new series, I guess. I'm gonna edit this and chop this up, so hopefully it won't be so long. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow me. Bye! Oh god.